Soul Food Sunday. I need a what?
Holding grudges. Holding grudges is like seeing the person who offended you on social media down in Miami Beach living their best life and you get mad about that. Holding a grudge is like walking outside in the summer, because it's summer right now, it's July, it's so hot outside. It's like going outside and you have on a large winter coat or sweater and a beanie on your head. It's like, what are you doing? Everybody can see that you look uncomfortable. Everybody can see and just imagine how hot you must be. And eventually, given how long you're out there in the heat, you're going to become irritable. Your body temperature will rise. You're going to begin to perspire, start getting musty, because you decided to put on that sweater, to put on that beanie, and you know it's hot outside. That's what it looks like when you're holding a grudge. You're choosing to do this. You chose to put on that jacket, that beanie. And this is how we are with grudges. Like, holding a grudge, walking in unforgiveness is a choice. You're not hurting a person or inhibiting their life because you're mad about what they did to you 6 months ago, 2 years ago. And this can be somebody who's blood related. Like, offenses, man, they go from A to Z. So whatever your offense is, like, I'm challenging you today. It's Soul Food Sunday. I'm challenging you today to let it go. And just when you think the worst thing has been done to you, and I want to hold your attention. Honestly, like, I want to hold your attention right here. As bad as your life has been, understand that somebody else has been through worse. And I'm not saying what happened to you wasn't bad. Like, some stuff is just like, oh my God. But I mean, I have heard some stories from people, and these people can literally look at the person who did this to them and they say, I wish them the best. Like, I've healed from it. They say that they've healed from it, that they're no longer holding a grudge. And then I want you to look at yourself. And those of you who are watching this video, I want you to look at yourself and you ask, have I let go? Am I still holding a grudge? Like, if I can sit there and I can listen to stories of people who have been through worse than me, and they're saying that, hey, I'm walking free now. I've let it go. I'm living my best life. And you can literally feel their energy, like this person is telling the truth. They're being honest with me. Like, they are literally walking free now. They're okay. Yeah, they might think about it from time to time. But when they think about it, it doesn't send them into a depression. They say, you know what? Yeah, that was unfortunate that happened to me. It sucks. That was unfair. But I'm not going to allow it to beat me down anymore. Like, I'm tired of being beat down. That's powerful. That's a powerful thing, and I'm challenging you today. I'm challenging you today, all of us, to search your heart right now. Search your heart. And I want you to think about offenses. Think about people who have done you the dirtiest. Ask yourself, have I really forgiven that person? Or am I holding a grudge? Because when we think about our Father up above, the one who's supposed to be living in here, if we have really had a true encounter and we have been converted and allow God to change us, don't we know that God said that if we don't forgive, neither will he forgive us? If we don't forgive, he won't forgive us. Like, we're so good at saying, he did this, she did that to me. But we don't think about, we have also offended others. You see, I'm already getting emotional because I feel this thing. That even on our best day, we have also offended someone else. And if God forgave us when we asked for forgiveness, and the people, when we went back and we said, hey, will you forgive me? If they have forgiven us. And I want you to go deep now, because some people will never ask you for forgiveness. Some people will never say, hey, I'm sorry. Some people will never acknowledge that, hey, I hurt you, and I'm so sorry. I want you to forgive me. Some people will never do that. Do you understand that? Some people will never acknowledge it. They'll never say it. And we have a heavy responsibility to forgive them anyway. And some people will still walk around and say, well, hey, I just got to take that penalty because I'm not ready. What they did to me was too dirty. What they did to me, it had me captive for 10 years. But I'm challenging you today. Why were you captive for 10 years? Was that a choice? For you to live in captivity for 10 years? Was that a choice? Because in your mind, you're not ready to let it go. Because you're still stuck. You're still stuck. And I'm not telling you that you can't be hurt. Yeah, sit in that pain. But how long are you going to sit in that pain and allow it to bring you down into a hole of doom, defeat, depression, where you're stuck, you're stagnant. You can't let anybody in. You can't really love, not with 100%, because you have up all these walls. It's Soul Food Sunday. You guys, it's Soul Food Sunday. And today, the message is simple. Let go of the grudge. Huh? Are you that person walking around with the winter coat, with the beanie on, and it's 110 degrees outside? Are you that person? Is that how you're walking around looking? Everybody looking at you like, man, he or she must be real hot. Huh? Are you that person that's about to have a heat stroke? You're about to end up in a mental facility because you're not willing to let go of the things that have hurt you, that have caused you pain. I'm challenging you, if you're ready, to ask God to help you. To ask God, God, I'm ready to be healed. God, I need you to heal me. I want to heal. I'm tired of this. And after you ask God to heal you, get up and go stand and look in the mirror. Go to your bathroom mirror, or if you have a mirror somewhere in your residence, go and look in the mirror and tell yourself, as of this day, I'm choosing to heal. As of this day, I'm choosing to move forward. Whenever I see that person who did A, B, C, D, E, F, G to me, I'm going to say, oh, well, yeah, it was unfair. I hated it. But I'm not going to allow them to defeat me. Hearing their name, seeing their face, I'm okay with it now. I'm okay because I'm healing. And I understand that God will take care of that person far better than I can. Me hating them, me holding this grudge, it's holding me down. It's not holding them down. I can't move forward in love. I can't really laugh and mean it. I can't really smile and mean it. Because honestly, I've repressed it for so long that I don't even realize that it's because of what happened to me 10 years ago. This is why the results are the same. See, we need to recognize and understand what repression does. You hold stuff down for so long, you don't even realize this is the reason why you act the way you act. You haven't forgiven that offense from 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 20. This is why you divorce after divorce, separation after separation. You can't really even have a true friend. Everyone that comes into your life, you run them away because you feel like, I can't let them get too close to me. I can't afford to do that. I'm tired of being hurt, but hurt is a part of life. You have hurt people. I have hurt people. It's a part of life. And sometimes we hurt people unintentionally because we're in our own way. We have things on our mind. We're thinking about offenses. And for those reasons, or whatever the reason is, we offend people. And it wasn't our intention. So this is why I'm saying, for whatever reason, let's let go of the grudges. Decide to heal and walk in freedom. It's Soul Food Sunday. Holding a grudge, having unforgiveness in our heart, all of that is a choice. And I want you to think about that person again down there living their best life in Miami that you see on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you feel some type of way about them and they're not thinking about you. But you're sitting there feeling some type of way. You should be in Miami living your best life. You should be sitting on your balcony with your tea or whatever you drink, listening to your music, rocking out, living your best life, thinking about the next idea, thinking about the next plan and how you're going to execute. We shouldn't be thinking about the foolishness anymore because we have been converted. We are a converted people. The Bible says that we are peculiar people. We are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood. How are you royal and you're walking in unforgiveness? How are you royal? How are you a peculiar person? Why would anyone want to admire you? How can you have an impact if you're walking around holding grudges? How can you be a person of love, a person that anybody wants to follow, pattern their life after? How can you be a person that's worthy of praise, of honor, of credibility if you're walking around holding grudges, unforgiveness in your heart? Don't you know that it makes you look like that person in the summertime with the winter coat on, with the beanie? Everybody can see it. This is what you look like when you're popping off 5-6 days a week. You go from 0 to 100 3-4 days a week. Everything makes you mad. Your temper is just so quick. Your mood is up and down. You're constantly flip-flopping. And you're calling it bipolar. No, you need to really deal with some of those things that happen to you. You really need to get the unforgiveness out of your heart. It's causing you to act out. Sometimes we take on these labels. Sometimes people take on these labels and they need not apply. We just need to acknowledge that we need healing and we need to do the work where we can be healed so that we can walk in freedom. Everybody has had something bad to happen to them. But is everybody allowing themselves to be defeated? No. Some of the same people that you admire right now, some of the same people that you admire, Hollywood stars, celebrities, and people, singers, actors, billionaires, people that you idolize and listen to. Some of these same people have been raped, molested, lost money. Some of these same people, they've had family members to take from them. But they haven't allowed it to defeat them. They probably walked in unforgiveness for a time, but they have been healed. Listen to some of their stories. Read some of their memoirs and find out what they have overcome. Maybe that will inspire you to overcome. You know, in healing, everybody's healing is different. Your healing might come from someone praying over you and you agreeing with their prayer. You might get your healing that way. For others, maybe you can read a memoir of somebody that you admire. You can read their story and you can find your healing that way because their story mirrors your story. Healing for you might look like going to church, listening to the word and applying it to your life. And as you continue to do that, God heals you. But whatever your healing journey looks like, in order for you to heal, you have to first acknowledge that you need healing. You have to do what I advised you to do earlier, which is acknowledge. Think about the people that offended you. Go back to that. Who made me mad? Like, why am I like this? Why am I an angry person? Why can't I seem to get happy and get comfortable in life? Like, what is it within me? And the more time you take, and it might take you a week to bring for stuff to come back, but it's necessary for you to do that. Because in order for you to move forward in peace, to be a good wife to your husband, to be an awesome leader to your family as a man, to be a good sister, a good brother, a good friend, a good manager, supervisor, whatever your role is in life, in order to be the best at it, we have to pour from a full vessel. When we step out, we want our light to be shining so bright that people are running to you, wondering, what can I do to reflect like you're reflecting? The glory of God. I see the glory of God in your life when you step out. I see the glory of God when you speak. I feel the glory of God. I feel something. Oh yeah, don't tell me sometimes you can't feel it. When some people are talking, when they come around you, some people can feel it. But if we want to reflect such, we have to be healed. On this Soul Food Sunday, let's ask God to heal us. Let's tell God that we are ready for healing. And then go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm ready. The good that can come to us when we let go of the past and we're brave enough to walk into the future. The blessings that we can walk into.